What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Death Note episode 35. We have 3 episodes left. Quick heads up, I had to change websites that I'm watching this on. I am watching it dubbed, I think. But I don't know if I'll be able to have the subtitles up as I always have with the Netflix, so I apologize for that. But I feel like we're at that same kind of boiling point of when L showed up on campus, captured Misa, locked her up, said he was going to throw Light in as well, and everything just seemed like, well, shit. Now what? Like it seemed like we kind of lost. That's kind of what it feels like. What we're boiling up to right now. But when we didn't see it at the time, but Light has always, for the most part, he's been prepared. Maybe not always one step ahead, but he has, you know, he adjusts, he reacts accordingly, quick. So again, it seems like Nier has figured everything out. He's pinpointed everybody. He's got it all down. He's got who to convict, evidence, XYZ, boom, boom, ready to go. But we also haven't seen what Light's been planning at the same time. So we will see. I have no idea what's going to happen. We got 3 episodes left, and I feel like there's a lot of character arcs and loose ends that need to be tied up. I don't even know the purpose of introducing Mello when he's like, what does he really offer to the story? I guess clearly we know they're working together, Nier and Mello right now. We just haven't seen much of Mello, so maybe we'll get him here, but we'll see. Drag this over here. Pressing play right now. Episode is titled Malice. I have no idea how this story's gonna. I don't know if Light just wins and decides, okay, maybe I created the world I wanted to, but it no longer needs the Death Note. Killing's wrong, and the world just does end up being better because of his actions. Or we go out like Lelouch with some dramatic shit, and all this wild stuff happens. I don't know. I don't know. Like he just dies. Mello and Nier are made to be just these amazing. Who was that they were just carrying? Oh, okay. They're made to be these amazing heroes, saviors. They did it. They saved us. And, okay, well, there's Mello. This music is creeping me out. It reminds me of the episode when we started out when L was gonna die. And they had them like standing on the roof and we got his backstory. Like we haven't had a single word yet, man. What's happening? Everyone's freaking out. Yeah, screw that. Everyone's getting a phone call. What? He's like, you know what? No more of the chocolate. What is happening? Somebody speak? Anybody? I thought they. I don't know. We'll just wait and see. I'm getting anxious, man. Where is Ryuk to? There we go. Finally, someone spoke. Ryuk's back with Light. Well, does Light know that he's with him? He gotta know he's being followed, right? I've confirmed it. Somebody's name. We got a name and a face. Matsuri. That, that you got somebody's name. Oh, we've got Nier's name, but not. Nier's face. Okay, so somehow. So we found out here's his name. So does Light now have the eyes, or he's got the Death Note back in his possession? He just needs to see his face. Got the name. Boom, boom, dead. Here comes the face-to-face request meeting. Here it comes. Bingo. Oh God, let's hear the rules. He's gonna have. You're gonna put everybody's face up there. Everybody's face. And Mello. And Mello. Mello will be present, correct? He's he's crossed her off. He's just so accurate. We just know everything. I mean, you clearly have to have this like fully surrounded and everything, right? This is it. This is it. I don't trust his ass. Yeah, because he's been snitching. Oh God. Why did they got him banded it up too, like a little kid? Mm-hmm. Now, could Light? Well, one of you is incorrect, so we haven't taken Mello into account on Light's side. Hopefully, he's taking that into account, but we don't know. Um, could Light sacrifice one of his task force members and have them do an action with the Death Note? Like, could he have Aizawa scheduled to die after he sees Nier's face and write the name? Like, he can specifically write in there, I want Aizawa to write the name, because when we get the name, I want Aizawa to write blank, fill in the name, at this time after. Like, can you get that specific? I don't know. I don't know. The anticipation. Here's the thing: is like Nier thinks he has it figured out. He's got. They're gonna capture Takada. They're gonna capture Takada. They're capturing Takada. They're capturing Takada. They're capturing Takada. They're doing this on purpose. They're doing this on purpose. They're trying to separate Takada. I feel like this is part of Nier's plan. I feel like it's part of Nier's plan, but maybe that's just me. Um, Nier's like, I've got everything figured out. I know Mikami's movements. We've been tracking him. I know it's light. I know this. Okay, so then what is lights? Then action. What's the counter chess move? I think they're working together. We just haven't seen it on screen, and maybe he hasn't been telling his people so that the meeting isn't compromised. We'll see. I'm very anxious because this has been a long build-up. And I need to see how it ends. You know what would break my heart? Ryuk does something to save Light in the end. He's like, later, Light, as he crumbles. Oh, that hurt my heart. Who is this? Where does this person plan to go? I'm watching a Matrix movie. Like, these are agents. I mean, he was going for a gun, but God, he was awfully cocky. Holy shit. I was like, who is this dude? What's he got to say? What's his story? He's awfully cocky. They won't shoot me, blah, blah, blah. He's going to pull out the Ruga and start spraying. And she's got some pages on her, doesn't she? I don't know. The hell is this? Oh, God. We didn't. Nier ended up calling Light, too. We didn't get anything. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to shoot me, shoot me. You went through all that to capture me and bring my ass here? Shoot. If you can go through all that trouble. I'd be like, if you're gonna shoot, shoot. Shoot! If you're gonna shoot. She's got pages on her. She's got to hide the pages. She's got pages on her. And you went through all that trouble to capture me, bring me here, handcuff me, hide all this shit. You're, she's got pages. There's no way this works, right? Yeah, he won't shoot. He ain't about that life. I don't think. They've been separated. Like, write it in your blood, girl. Do something. She could find anything to write with. She could take his ass out. Well, I don't know if she's actually a user, though. Did they transfer it to her? She's got pages and stuff, but... Matt. Random. Rando Matt. Okay, we got his name. I'm sorry. Kept it fucking moving. Does she have the ability to kill, or is this something Ryuk does? Or? As if she killed him. As if she killed him. What happened? Did she write it in blood? Oh, what just... What? Shh. How sh... She got his ass. She got his ass. This is where we start to lose her. Like, as a devout, you know. And left her ass on fucking... Just hung her... Left her ass on red. So, like, who is Ryuk attached to at the moment? Dust yourself off, girl. Mikami. Yo. The purple hair is crisp. Good God. Mikami. I'm so glad we got rid of Melo's ass. Just get rid of his ass. I don't trust them driving either, bro. What the heck? This is like. Well, he's really dead. Guessing. But like. Alright, Miss Takada. Get dressed, get. Just. Compose yourself. I mean, Mello dying. He killed her. Light killed her. Wrote her name down in the watch, just like he did with Higuchi. He had her set the place on fire and then die. Fuck. And they couldn't watch him in the back seat. Wow. Cold as fuck. Wow. Cause of death. Fuck. And that's the end of the episode. No shot. That's the end of the episode. What? Oh my god. That was 5 minutes? Wow. Well, if Takada didn't really take his ass out, then Light definitely burned him. So now I'm getting confused again with Death Note ownership here. Can you use the Death Note if you don't have ownership? How many books are there still in rotation? There are originally 4. Ryuk's one, the one Ryuk brought, Ryuk's own that he has in his possession. Boom. The one that dropped and fell that he brought originally to give to Light. Boom. The one Rem on Rem's that Rem keeps on her, and the one Rem brought for Misa. So that's 4. Ryuk still has his. The one Ryuk brought got taken back. So then there's still 2. The task force has one in its possession. And then the other one has been given to Mikami, which was then given to Takada. So is the pieces of paper that Light's writing on the one that's still in task force possession? Because Misa's is the one that got given to Mikami, which is the one that Takada was using. And the one that Light's been writing on is the one that's in task force possession. Maybe he just has some extra pages on. Does he still have ownership of that? And then Takada, was she the owner of the other one, though? But upon her death, if it's not passed to somebody, where does that ownership go? Can I use somebody's pages if I'm not the owner of the Death Note? If I come across it, I think you can. Yes, you can. You can, because we saw Ray Penber. He wrote in the Death Note the names of his agents, co-workers, and then they all died. He never owned the Death Note, he just wrote in the pages. So I'm guessing maybe Mikami still does own the Death Note. Forged a fake one, all that kind of stuff. So who knows where the real one is, and Takada was just using pieces of paper. Either way, so I think I got that right. You guys clarify that for me. So I think there's still 2 in rotation. One got taken back, one is on Ryuk's possession. So Misa's original that was given to her from the death god that sacrificed himself for her, and Rem's are the 2 that are still going back and forth. That was in Mello's possession, came back in our possession. Light's dad used, didn't use, the one Mikami's using, just all this kind of stuff. But we have 2 episodes left. They have to meet, and then the story has to wrap up. I really like Takada's character. Any ones that have been down, like pure down to ride for Kira, have been some great characters. He gets rid of Mello. I mean, Mello did Mello just seem like a waste of a character? Like, why introduce him? I understand you were trying to show the different sides of L. his rational, non-emotional side, and then his emotional side. I guess Mello, we did his little arc first, and that's what involved Light's father. And then after that kind of got wrapped up, he got set to the side, and we kind of saw Nier's little arc. I guess that kind of makes a little bit more sense if you kind of look at it like that. But he hasn't been involved in the last couple episodes, so for him to just show up, like, okay, we got introduced to Matt. Matt gets lit up, dead. So pretty much this whole episode was just set up for Takeda to kill Mello, to then kill herself, to then remove a piece of information off the chessboard. So they can't use Takeda for questioning, they can't capture her, they can't do anything, and we've also taken Mello off the board as well. Now, Mello was a bonus. Light had planned, if push comes to shove, I'm gonna have to take her ass out. Getting to take out Mello at the same time is just added bonus. So we'll kind of see. So now the emotions are in there. Nier has now lost Mello as well. So will his usual kind of level-headedness falter when they meet? I don't know. So I'm guessing. So the question becomes none of the. So here's the. I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm thinking the Death God has to be attached to their Death Note that they give, but Ryuka's never actually given his Death Note. But he's been the one to, I guess, instruct whoever he's been handing Death Notes to. He showed up and gave it to Mikami. He showed up and gave it to Light, but it was never his that he actually gave to Light. So we will see. We got 2 episodes left. In that last episode, you have this doesn't span into a movie. We don't have a season 3. So I feel like that final episode, typically we've got to wrap up character arcs. What happens to Matsui, Aizawa, Misa, Nier if he stays alive, Light, where do they go in life? What's the status of this world in this story? Does everything go back to normal? And, Kirita had his day and he's been captured and he's dead and done. Is there going to be no more Death Note killings, but Light has made such an impression that the world stays the way it is for the rest of time? Not the rest of time. I mean, people will start pushing limits again and you see that people aren't dying, so the peace, if you call it peace, wouldn't last. I feel like all that's got to be finalized in the last episode. So then if we don't wrap up the entire climax in the next episode and that spills into 37 as well, woof. I'm curious, is there any extra runtime on the final 2 episodes? Let's go to 36. How long is that one? I'm trying to see. Nope, that one's 22 minutes. And the final? Is it any extra long? Anything? No? Wow. Okay. So we probably have 35 minutes left of content. And the suspense is still building even down here. For the ups and downs we've had in this kind of second act. Still great. Still great stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I'll leave it there. We have 2 episodes left, guys. Like, share, subscribe as always.